Hey guys, it's Rainbow Pagan. Today this is a video for my, I changed my image playlist to people with disability playlist. So hopefully I can get this to be the first video you watch in the playlist. This video is talking about disability is ability. Now, as you guys know that I am disabled, and so that I cannot really go upstairs by myself. I live downstairs, but I do not let that control my life. During my disabilities, I used to let my disability control my life. You do not need that to happen. No matter what kind of disability you have, if you have mental health disability, you can overcome it. It doesn't control you. It's a label. Work on it. Don't let it control your life. If you have a developmental issue, that's okay. You do what you can do. Because I know a lot of friends of mine that have developmental issues. And then you got this video is also for people with physical disabilities. Now I have physical disability and I also have a mental disability. Which, let me sit down here. Okay. Alright guys. Now, when I do this, I always think the camera's shooting it wrong. Now, my personal story I would tell first, so you know this is a safe page. If anyone attacks or is verbally insulting anyone or myself, you will be blocked. Just letting you know that. But I am open for friendly discussion, and hopefully other people with disabilities can relate to what I say, even if I don't get a lot of views or comments. And it's not about that for me. It's always been about me putting out videos for hopefully someone will be looking for a video like this and come across it. I am not the most tech savviest person. I am not the best person with spelling and grammar. Either am I with speech. Now these are what I'm going to say on my disabilities, but I made into abilities. That's a good saying that my one friend once told me, which stuck with me. Now, in school, I had a learning disability. I used to go to a school, I think I've done this video before. I'll link it below. But worth saying, they taught you the same stuff over and over again since elementary school. They never worked on me how to do cursive. I know that's not even an option in school anymore. But I cannot read cursive, I cannot write it. They gave up on me in English because I can never really spell right, and I couldn't write right. I am what you call an auditory learner and visual. Auditory, visual. I cannot read books and retain it. I can read something and then go away, especially when I do my description videos. I type it up and then I had to go back and forth to even remember what I just saw. I would have to do that 5 to 10 times. And that sucks, but if it was verbally command, which a lot of the times when I talk to people, I use Google Voice, which is easier for me to comment. And it does mess up the spelling and grammar, but I try my best. And when you have a speech impediment, which I do have, I do not let me control that, but when I was in school, I did let it control me. I let other people control my actions. I favored, elementary school through high school. They tried to let me go to speech therapy. I hated it because I always thought that the kids always made fun of me because of my speech. Always. So I went to back then it was called special education, but now it's learning support. But I went there and basically for my speech impediment, I could have got it fixed, but I kept annoying, never wanting to go, so they let me go, and now I can't wear a fix the speech impediment. But that does not control me. I do not let control my life anymore. If a person doesn't understand what I'm saying, it's their freaking fault. I mean, and also, as you have seen in other videos, I have PTSD, living with PTSD. That video is on the top search when you type that in, which I was going for like 3 years, so it's pretty cool to see how my videos have blossomed. PNES is related to PTSD. Now again, those would be long videos to describe, so they will be linked below. I try to make my playlist easy as possible. So if you go to my playlist, you will see all this is probably be on the disability list, people with disability list. Also, the seizures basically are not controllable with what I have. They can happen anytime, which is actually maybe I have maybe 1 or 2 a week sometimes. Sometimes I can go a month without anything happening, and then they come back and I have 3 or 4 in a week, or even 2 or 3 in one day. So, because of my seizures being unpredictable, I cannot really cook around the stove. I can't really go upstairs. Also, another disability that I have had, and these are all labels. I was labeled with PTSD, which I talked about, but for many years I was diagnosed with schizophrenia and schizoaffective disorder. Over the years, those two things, or bipolar, because I hear voices. That does not make you crazy if you hear voices. Just because back then they said if you hear voices, you're automatically schizophrenia or schizoaffective. That is not true. People with PTSD, especially those with extreme PTSD, can actually suffer from hearing voices because of the past. Because of that, I let that control my life for a while, and letting that control my life went into me self-harming, which is another video you can watch. That will be linked below. Well, basically, all my videos I'm talking about, instead of putting all these links up, you can basically go to my playlist and you will see all these videos. So it's kind of pointless putting all those links down. But just go to my disability playlist. And then I suffered from, sexual abuse for many, many years. That video is a little long. It's been an hour and a half, an hour, 15 minutes or so. But it's worth watching. So those things control my life. I let them control my life. And also, I have obedience disorder, meaning a compulsive disorder. I get compulsive over things very easily. I fixate on things, which then throw me into seizures. For the longest time, like I said, it took me forever. By the time I switched over from a PC to a laptop, by the time I switched over to a laptop, laptops were obsolete. It was all about the Android phones, the cell phones. Everyone did everything on a cell phone. So then it took me a while till my laptop came obsolete to switch to a phone. And now I know you can do videos. I can probably take time to learn how to do videos again on a new program when I get my new laptop. But unfortunately, that's going to take a while because I do have the compulsive disorder. I like to stick with things or familiar in my routine. Now, maybe other people can relate to this. I guess that's OCD. I don't know. Excessive compliance disorder, something like that. But mine's not extreme. I kind of let that overpower me sometimes. The cerebral palsy is not that bad, but it does affect my balance. It does affect me walking, which I've improved. Also, over the years of all these disabilities letting them control my life, I've overcame them lately. I also have extreme anxiety disorder, which I don't know if I did a video on that yet or not, but I will do one. Anxiety disorder, which permanently I let it control me to the point I could not even leave the house, even walk across the street to the other side because I was so scared I was going to fall. Anxiety can really do a lot to you. So that point came up. I had to deal with that. But with all these labels, all these disabilities, over time you can destroy yourself. Now, the last time when I talked to you guys about when I was on about 4 years ago, if you look at my oldest video, I looked extremely heavy. I was 460. I'm working on it. Now I'm almost down to 380. And that's inside of a year's time period. For me walking out, if you're disabled and you feel you cannot walk out, there are free workout videos for people with disabilities. If I can find it, the one I walk out to, actually I think it's in my favorites list. I will pick it out and put a link below. It really does help you burn the weight off. So anyhow, like I said, that probably people are gonna be like, oh my god, you're so heavy. Whatever. But the overall thing I'm trying to say here is that I let the disability control my life. I let it control my weight, that I increased my weight so high. I felt if I was disgusting to people, that they would stop messing with me or whatever. I don't know what the point of that reasoning was behind me, but my goal in high school was to reach 300. It was stupid. And now I look back and I'm like, what have I done to my body? I didn't want to learn much in school because I always skip school. Because I'm an auditory and visual learner, based on the fact that they would think I was going to flunk that subject, I didn't. Because even if I went to that class, that you say there's like 10 classes, just for example, as a percentage, and I only attended about 50 or 40% of the class that year, I was still passed with a B average because I retain very good visual and auditory. So I basically let that happen, that now I have a really hard time spelling and with grammar. But again, they gave up on me with that. So learning the same thing over and over and over again for years, you kind of get sick of it. Also, the sexual abuse was going on with me when I was going in school, which I did a video, like I said, on that before. But with all the stuff I've done in my body, I'm trying to reverse. I used to never brush my teeth. I know how disgusting that sounds. But I got to a point that it got to the dentist was like, if you have any more cavities, I'm not even going to fill, I'm going to pull them. And I already had a few teeth pulled. So now I brush my teeth every morning. Anyhow, I don't like to do it. I do it as a routine. I try to make it a routine. I used to not take my medication, which is bad if you have mental health disorder. I take my medication now, which can relapse you if you don't. I still have some issues that I work on, but destroying my body now, I gotta lose all this weight, which is not easy. It's hard to work on. I had to try to fix my speech impediment, but it's not really fixable. If I really wanted to, I could go to a therapist, but you know what? People can accept you for who you are. This video is getting a little long. I don't want it to turn into a rant. Basically, I want to say, if you are a person with a disability, don't let it control your life. Remember, disability is an ability, and you are never alone. Be free to contact me on Facebook or my Gmail. Alright, blessed be.